conclusion of the 2018 season, Bryan Herta Autosport and their two Hyundai i30N TCR cars won both the manufacturer and team championships in their first year of competition at the Pirelli World Challenge.
For me, probably the biggest moment was really COTA, the first race. You know, we didn't know what to expect. First time we were racing with the i30N.
Wilkins looking comfortable up front, our pole setter. Great start for Bryan Herta Autosport.
To go 1-2 in the first race was just like a kind of a wow moment.
And it's going to be checkered flag for the Hyundai. 1-2 once again in TCR here in Circuit of the Americas.
Felt really good, felt really satisfying. And then back it up with a 1-2 again was really a high point. And then, you know, we had a lot of other high points during the season.
Lewis looks to the inside.
What a move!
What a move by Michael Lewis. The Hyundai's now run 1-2.
The wins are great. Those are the validation for, okay, we did it. We got it right. We got it pretty right this weekend. The things that kind of stick with me are the ones we didn't win.
Drivers, start your engines!
Our greatest success really as a group, kind of a seminal moment in the season for us, came from our greatest failure, which is the drive shaft issues we experienced at VIR. And we really had to pull together with Hyundai Motorsports Germany, as well as the Hyundai team in Korea and Hyundai in North America. And we all got involved. We identified the problem, identified a solution, got new drive shafts made, designed, developed, everything in a very short amount of time. And we're able to take them to the next racetrack. And really, from then on, we never had a problem. If we hadn't had that issue, we wouldn't have developed the closer relationship that I think we're still benefiting from today. We're really proud and happy of the great races we had and the wins we had, but it's the failures that make you better. The wins don't.
After their championship season, Bryan Herta Autosport will now be tackling their first endurance race in the Hyundai i30N, the California 8 Hours at Laguna Seca. Car number 99 will be driven by Mark Wilkins, Michael Lewis, and Mason Philippi. Car number 98 will be driven by Bryan Herta himself, his son Colton Herta, and George Kurtz.
You know, I've been connected to the track here at Laguna Seca for a lot of years. You know, I had 2 wins here. I was, Zanardi passed me on the last lap famously in the corkscrew with the pass.
So the battle for the PPG Cup. Look, here he comes, and he gets him!
To come back here and drive with my son in my own team in a championship winning car, you couldn't script it better.
We did a 25-hour race about 2 years ago up in Northern California on a track called Thunderhill. We always wanted to drive together. We got the first chance there. This race came up and it was kind of a perfect combination of what we wanted to do.
This weekend is kind of the family road trip with a twist. You know, we got Colton and I in there racing together. We're sharing a car. I love it. You know, we're interacting. We're talking about the car. We're talking about the setup. We're talking about our line. I'm going to always remember this time with my son. This is going to be really special.
When Colton started driving go-karts when he was, I don't know, 4 or 5, he wanted the same helmet as his dad. And it was completely his choice. And I think we've had a real good time doing this. You know, a lot of traveling by all of us.
3, 2, 1, stop. Yeah, first time driver changes for the 98 group. You know, George, Bryan, and Colton. You know, Colton's really quick, skinny, slides right in there, not a problem usually.
Endurance racing is very different from the sprint racing format that we've run all season. There's a lot more variables, a lot more factors. The team aspect is massive. Driver changes, pit stop, tire changes, fueling. I mean, there's so many different variables that can go wrong you try to nail.
56. It was a little rough to begin with. Obviously, we were like in the 55 to 1 minute mark, and we worked on it yesterday and just kept working and finally got it down into the 30-second mark, which is really good.
39.
This is kind of a David and Goliath struggle, because on paper, this TCR car has no business racing here against Bentleys and Porsches and Ferraris. Our car isn't in the same class as the GT3 or GT4 cars. Their cars are much faster. What we're learning about endurance racing, about driver changes, pit stops, all those elements are going to make us so much better for next year that this exercise is the most important thing we could be doing for our team right now.
The car's fairly stock, you know, there's a little bit of tweaking done to it from the production car. Obviously, it looks completely different inside because everything's ripped out and gutted, but the chassis is the same, the engine is the same, has a bigger turbo, and it has a few extra little bits, but it's not too different to what you would get when you're buying the car. Their Veloster and their i30N are really good packages just right out of the box.
Our goal isn't just to finish, but our goal is to execute a perfect race. If we do that, we're going to beat a lot of cars that we've got no business beating, and that makes me happy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an absolutely glorious morning on California's legendary Monterey Peninsula.
So going through qualifying, I was a little bit faster than my dad.
He's faster than me, which is irritating on one level, but then I'm, incredibly proud of him.
So I'm young and hungry, and he is just older and hasn't driven in a while. That's all it is.
I'll admit it still stings a little.
Car 98 begins the race with Colton Herta in last place due to a penalty during qualifying. However, Colton quickly begins passing several GT4 cars, which are in the faster class above them.
We're watching, this is the two-car TCR field that we were talking about, both from the Bryan Herta Autosport camp that ran the full Pirelli World Challenge Series. And it's an interesting story what's unfolding here, with Bryan Herta and his son Colton Herta sharing this car along with George Kurtz.
We passed a couple GT4 cars, so we're probably up a good 5 or 6 positions.
The TCR is an amazing car. It's a fast car, faster than some of the GT4 cars. You just have to manage traffic, particularly with the GT3 cars. And GT3 cars come on you pretty quick. The big thing for me was put my 2 hours in, bring the car home clean, and give it back to the other guys in good shape.
Accident, Ferrari and one of the Hyundais, that's going to be a serious issue.
Big damage there on the front end of that 99 car.
Well, look at the left rear of the Ferrari.
That's our Hyundai and a yellow Ferrari. Copy, teammates reporting that he got hit by the Ferrari and turned him in the wall. It is full course yellow and you are coming to it.
Well, here we go, let's have a look and see.
Trevor Becker's spun.
The Ferrari has spun and they just piled into it. And they looked at what was the 7 or the 8 pent, they had to take avoiding action and did the striker. A visibility problem, particularly coming up towards the corkscrew.
That's close there on Bryan Herta. Herta goes for a ride.
Nice save.
He hit me pretty good, but it was flush on the left. I think I'm okay. Okay, copy that.
I didn't know he was there. I thought he was too far back. He hit me right in the door. And I'm breaking the wheel on the car, but it stayed aired up, so I was able to keep going. It did push me off in the dirt, but no harm, no foul, I guess. We've done what we said. We've run a clean race. We've really had good pit stops, good driver changes, run good laps on the track, and we're beating a whole bunch of GT4 cars. I think we're 5th or 6th in the GT4 field, which is ridiculous. I'm really happy.
After 8 hours, the number 98 Hyundai i30N finished 5th place in the faster GT4 class, an unprecedented result.
It was awesome. That was the plan, and that's why we wanted to do this. And yeah, it was mission accomplished. It was a lot of fun.
I've had family here with me. My wife and my youngest son's here. My in-laws are here. My dad's here. My sister and her husband and my nieces are here. And my son is driving with me. So I'm really thrilled.
Along with their manufacturer and team championships, their first foray into endurance racing with the Hyundai i30N has proven to be a huge success. It further prepares the team for a dominant race season in 2019.